company called Auxito reached out to me and asked me if I would like to review some of their lights. And I always thought that my stock lights on the van, on the Megalodon, are not bright enough, not strong enough. They only go maybe 20, 30 feet, maybe a little more, maybe 50 feet ahead of the van. And they were not really something that I could have used off-road. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. So I got the low beams from them, LED low beams and LED high beams, and installed them on my van. And the results are not that bad. So these are lights to replace the OEM lights, and they are so bright. Now this is obviously daylight, so you can't see, but even today on the trail on the way here, I was under the canopy, under the trees, and I turned on the lights and it makes a difference. Again, it's still daylight, but you can see how bright it is. So I'm looking forward to drive it at night and really see how it is. So this is about 8 p.m. The sky are lit a little bit, but you can already see I'm at low beams right now, and you can see how good it is, meaning no additional lights other than the vehicle low beams, and you can already drive in the dark. At this point I engage my fog lights just to see the difference, and you can tell that it illuminates the trail even more. Then go back to low beam and then high beam. High beams are what I would pick to drive for long distances on a trail. I could drive half the night just with these lights, no additional lights. And again, I put low beams because I wanted to see things close to me, move back to high beams. As I was turning, I wanted to see things a bit closer to me, so I put low beam so I can see closer to the vehicle. And then, as I got on the trail, put high beams again, and it illuminates everything that I needed to see. I was really impressed with these bulbs that basically install into the OEM spot. There's no tools, nothing, just gonna place them in, connect the wires, and you're all set. So in conclusion, after 2 trips with 3 days each, driving a little bit at night, I would say that with these Auxito lights, I have no need for a light bar or additional lights. Now, if you are one of those people that ride at night, every trip you go out and you look for things and you have to look for campground and you drive at night, maybe even the majority of the time, then yes, you may want ditch lights and bar light and light bars and a bunch of other things. But if you're like me, that you mostly drive during the day, and maybe at the end of the day you drive maybe half an hour or so at night just to look for a camp spot, or once in a while you drive at night, these are plenty. I would say more than enough. So as far as the specs, these lights are LED lights. The low beam is 9006 HB4 LED. It's 80 watts with 16,000 lumens. The high beam is 9005 HB3, again 80 watts with the 16,000 lumens. Now, both of them are cool white. They both have a long reach. If I have to estimate, I would say at least 100 feet, maybe even much more than that. It's hard for me to estimate, but at least 3 or 4 times longer than my stock beams. Now, another benefit to LEDs is that even in the campsite, if I want to click the remote for a second to see something, I don't have to worry about draining the battery, because obviously LEDs take less power from the batteries. So all in all, I like them. I only had 2 trips with them, so I still need to put some mileage on them, driving rain, driving mud, driving underwater, in water, you know, all those kind of things that we do when we overland, and see how they hold up. But as of right now, I think that they are pretty good. And for a price of about $70 to $80 each, meaning altogether about $150, $160, it's a pretty good buy.